Hello, welcome to Crafting Kitty. My name is Erin and it's Sunday, July 17th. Yes, Sunday, July 17th. And we are here for my weekly roundup. I only have 2 finished items and 3 works in progress to show today. I'm actually downsizing some of my whip bags, so we're hopefully a few less whips gives me a little more time to focus on a couple of larger projects. We'll see. So let's just dive right in. If you watched my channel last week, you will see I have completely finished my BagODay Japanese knot bag. And I lined with this pretty floral fabric, and there we go. So if you watched the tutorial, you would know that I switched my measurements. But because it's crochet or knit, you can just smush it and make it fit, and it doesn't look any worse for wear. So it worked just fine. The other comment, when I was looking at the fabric in my head, for some reason, I had it in my head that I'd have to fold it vertically to only sew 2 sides, when of course I could have done it horizontally and still only sewn 2 sides. So yes, you can totally line a bag by cutting your fabric double, whatever side you're going to double, and then just fold it, sew the 2 sides, make sure you leave one side open for the opening, and do it that way. That totally works and saves you a little time on the sewing machine, because you just skipping one side in the sewing. But here this is, I'm done. I'm so excited and happy, and thank you so much for all the feedback on the tutorial. I do hope to do more, and I'm always learning more and more about editing, and the camera angle was not good, so I gotta figure a way to move it so you can better see what I'm actually doing with the sewing machine. But we shall work on it. And the other one is actually a sewn object as well. He's actually was so excited upon seeing them, he's worn them, so these are out of the laundry. I made my son another pair of joggers. This is a fun shark fabric, and there you go. It's all done on the serger, so it's super fast. I had these little tags printed, made with love, and then be kind. Oh no, it's made by mom with a heart, and then be kind on the reverse side, just so it helps them know which side is the back when they're putting it on. There we go, little cuffs. It's got an encased elastic waistband, so there's elastic in there for him. This is a peekaboo pattern, sewing pattern, called the Jordan Joggers. I adore peekaboo sewing patterns. They make a multi-sized, one second, it's right here. So here it is, Peekaboo Pattern Shop, and then these are the Jordan Joggers. They make them size newborn to 12 years, and it's just a PDF. You can print as many times as you want, as many copies as you want. You just cut out the pieces you need and go. So I bought that a while ago. I believe full price it was $9.95 last time I checked. I bought it on sale, so I think I only paid $5.95 for that. Steal. Okay, but now we're on to our works in progress. I have the working on my Cottage Core Mosaic. I'm on the snail section. I am on I've just finished row 9 of 20 for the snails. So just about half done with the snails. Isn't that fun? The yellow red heart ombre is much brighter than I kind of anticipated at times. Or the brightest part of the ombre is much brighter than I thought. But I think it's looking lovely and fun, and I think the snails are gonna end up gorgeous. So hopefully next week I will have the snails completed for you. I don't know, am I getting the mushrooms in? Ah! Okay. It's getting so big it's hard to get into frame. But here we go. So this is the Cottage Core Mosaic crochet along that Melissa Crochets with Love, Kim from Kim's Knit and Crochet, and Angela from My Precious Yarnery are doing. And I believe they are in the near future going to do an update video on the progress. This is a long-term cal, so I believe they're ending at the end of December. So you still got time to join in if you are interested. The pattern, Cottage Core Mosaic, you can buy from Etsy and Ravelry. I purchased it from Etsy, and it's from, the designer is Little Green Feather. She is very awesome. She just released a new pattern on Thursday or Friday. Can't remember which, but it's a tree frog, and she worked with a nature photographer and graphed out one of their pictures, and it is adorable, adorable. I saw it on Instagram. I do not know if she has other social media. So the other work in progress, I have two more works in progress. One of the other works in progress is my Ross hat. So this is, I'm making this out of the Pawply yarn in My Precious Scarlet. So this was the yarn line with Angela for My Precious Yarnery. And here we go. I finished the body, and I'm working on shaping the crown. It is so close to being done. This should be done next week as well. So hopefully you will see a finished Ross hat. I am really loving the simplicity and the easiness of the Ross hat. It is, I can see why it is beloved beyond between knitters. He no longer has his YouTube channel. He did just recently start back up on Instagram. We'll see. Check him out on Instagram. Smells Like Yarn. So this is at the Ross hat. His website is still active. I printed this from his website a month ago, maybe. I don't know, but pretty recently. And finally, I am working on my the baby playmat crochet along. I don't, maybe it's not really a crochet along project from Angela with My Precious Yarnery. She had four videos, if you include the kind of intro materials video, on how to make her baby blanket playmat. And you need 200 strips, and I have completed. I've used all of my Oceana. This was Red Heart Oceana. I found this random purple in my stash. I've used all of those, and I have started on this pink I found in my stash. I am up to, it's on my phone. I believe I have 128 or 129 of these little strips. So I am closing in on the 200, and then I'll need to watch the next video about putting all the squares together, and then the border, and then it'll be done. I don't believe it will be done next week, but there's hope for the week after, so stay tuned. Alrighty, and since we didn't have much today, I'm gonna do first I'll show this. So I'm almost done with the Ross hat. I have two more skeins of the Pawply in My Precious Scarlet. So I'm gonna make kind of a matching cowl, and I found this on Pinterest from Manos del Uruguay. It's the Escama del I don't know how to spell this, a dragon. It's basically scales of the dragon, or dragon scales. Cowl, and I think it'll be fun. The picture, it's a free pattern on their website. As you can see, it says free pattern right there. But it's supposed to resemble dragon scales, and it was specifically designed for variegated yarn. So I think it'll look nice. I've got my needles and my pattern, and I'll be ready to go on that. Actually, I'm going to slip it right in that project bag with the rest of the yarn. Now we're going to do a couple of shout outs. So first, I would like to shout out Connie from Just Another Stitch. If you're not watching Connie, you need to. She's fantastic. She does a lot of patterns, lots of very cute hats, and they're adorable. She likes to call people her her little aliens. And I was totally obsessed with X-Files in high school and college, so I am with you, Connie. But she's an incredible supporter of channels. She is constantly sharing new channels and shouting people out, and she has tons of interviews with other creators on her channel. And then she does knit and crochet, and she has different updates for both. So I think that's very cool. She's very talented. Definitely check her out. So Just Another Stitch, Connie. And then I talk about her so much, but I don't think I've ever done an official shout out. So shout out Melissa from Melissa Crochets with Love. I'm pretty sure everyone here follows her, but if you don't, please mosey on over and follow her. She does a lot of lives, and they're so fun and interactive, and she is so incredibly kind and generous with her time. She is the sweetest. You need to follow her. Yeah, her lives are so much fun, and I mean, they're full of little giveaways. Of course, we don't go for the giveaways. We go for the camaraderie, but it adds a little extra spice. And yeah, she knows everybody's names. There's lots of dancing, chair dancing, of course. But yeah, I love her to death. And she had, I don't know when it's ending, but I believe it's ending relatively soon. She has a challenge on her channel where you can do just 3 stitch tutorials. This was one of the items I made for one of her challenges. If you make an item, if you watch her stitch tutorial, use that stitch to make an item, send her a picture, and she will enter you in some sort of contest. I'm not even sure. I didn't pay much attention to that. I was just excited to learn new stitches. But yeah, so please, please, please check her out. That would be amazing. And I'm trying to get more organized. So I've pulled out the calendar Seta sent me in the God box, and I'm scheduling things. So, updates for my channel in the coming week. Today is our weekly roundup, as you well are aware. Tomorrow I'm going to do an opening from Hirschner's, so please tune in for that. That's a new one. That's not one of my pre-recorded ones. On Tuesday, you might want to come check out a video. And on Wednesday, I have, I'm looking over here because I've been going through all of my orders and trying to organize them and whatnot. So I have a pre-recorded opening that I'll be sharing. I do not recall which company that is with. And then hopefully on either Thursday or Friday, Mr. Crafting Kitty Brian will be showing back up in some fun way. We haven't quite decided. He definitely wants to stay involved with the channel. We just haven't decided what function that's gonna look like yet. So if you guys have any ideas of, you know, adventures we can send him on or things you'd like to see us do, we are all ears. Please comment below, as my son would say. Comment below. Thank you so much for your warm reception of him. He was so excited. He was so happy. But yeah, that's all I have for today, and I will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.